Has Da Vinci met his match?
Let me just say, she's smiling? Nope, she's not. We're live this morning at Discovery Times Square. Welcome to Da Vinci's world, everybody. I don't know if we're going to find the code in here or not. Come back and join us.
All right, bringing Leonardo da Vinci to life.
It's part of a new exhibit at the Discovery Times Square Expo, and our Larry Hoff is live there with more this morning. Larry, good morning.
Hey, we're calling it the workshop. Take a look here. Mona Lisa doesn't look a day over 500, does she? She greets you when you come in here, too, and it's really fascinating because you're going to see the artist here. You're also going to see the inventor. Natalie's here to tell us all about it. Now, I look at all of this, and I think, was the guy a warmonger? I've got the soldier here with the very sharp swords and all that stuff.
Actually, he was a pacifist. Leonardo hated violence, wrote often about it, but was paid to design horrible war machines throughout his life. And this one in particular is actually a theatrical effect.
Okay, take a look at this, everybody. All the pulleys and stuff. It's a fake soldier to fake out the enemy.
It's a robot. It's a robot soldier, probably the first robot in mankind. And this robot would open his arms back and forth to give the impression of perhaps many robots on top of the...
There we go. Soldiers guarding the castle and everybody. Okay, this is the mechanical line that actually went to the King of France. Yes.
And it would walk up, it's a spring-loaded engine inside, it would walk up to present
right
the
here,
lilies.
The spring, right there, the spring, wind that up, let it go, and this lion started walking towards the king.
Yeah, which I'm sure would have shocked the pants off everyone there. The mouth would open and the lilies would fall at the king's feet.
Okay, part of the exhibit is really the computer aiding. You've got touch screens coming in here too. We're taking a look at the Last Supper. Come and join us, Tony. Here you go, buddy. Now, this is a replica of what appears in Italy right now.
Correct. In the monastery of Santa Maria delle Grazie, stands like this. So that what you're seeing now is how it appears. So as you can see, there's a lot of cracks. The wall painting disintegrated fairly soon after Leonardo.
Obviously, over the centuries, it's worn out. Now we come back to it. Go ahead, touch screen right here. We go back to the original look. You're going to see all this detail then of what he did over 500 years ago, you know, with the Last Supper.
Right, you can see that Judas here has just knocked over the salt shaker. And you can see that originally Leonardo da Vinci painted feet on Jesus.
I see that. Okay, we go over to the wall. Last little bit of information, folks. I'll send it back to you. As it appears in Italy, they cut through the door there so you don't see the feet and all that. Just stuff you're finding out this morning. You're very smart, Natalie. We'll come back and join us, everybody. We're in the world of Da Vinci. I don't know. I'm still working on the code thing. Back to you.
It's very cool, Larry.
It really is. Buzz, Larry's cracking the Da Vinci Code this morning. Hey there, Larry. What's going on?
Hey, welcome to the world of Leonardo here. Take a look at this. Back in what? It's about 1480. They had Area 11. Come back and join us, everybody.
Oh, so sweet.
All right, bringing Leonardo da Vinci to life.
I like this. It's all part of a new exhibit at the Discovery Times Square Expo, and our Larry Hoff is hanging out there this morning with some woman named Mona, huh? Oh, no.
She's back over here, too. We're back in the workshop. You like that art. I know it. He obviously had a thing about flying as well. This is fascinating when you walk into the exhibit hall here. We're just in Times Square on 44th Street. I'll take a look at the aerial screw. You got to say, back 500 years ago, he was thinking about a helicopter here. Now, Natalie, let's explain, because this is part of the exhibit. You come in here, you take a look at this. This is a replica. He was working with something that was how tall?
Probably 30 feet off the ground, and 4 men would be in here and they would wind it up, and it's 2 pieces. So it would wind up like a coil, get released, and the aerodynamics would push up the aerial screw.
Man was thinking, yeah, they could have done the news coverage back then too. Okay, now into the flying machines here, or the gliders. It's looking like a bat or a bird.
Right, so Leonardo da Vinci was inspired a lot by nature, and he would try to mimic the flying. He was obsessed with flying and the dream of flying for himself. So here he's mimicked the mechanical bat, the bat in a mechanical way. And also here in the Leonardo da Vinci's workshop, we have the manuscript pages, so you can see where it all comes from. Then work with the touch screen to assemble the machines yourself.
All part of the experience here. The kids will love this stuff. You come in here and you get all this background, you can build it. What's this one?
This one is the Great Kite. So this here is the cockpit of the Great Kite, and this could have been Leonardo da Vinci up there flying his machine.
All right, you see the kite? You come in here. Here's the cockpit, everybody. A lot of levers and pulleys and stuff like that. I think you had to pull and pedal really fast.
Actually, I'll show you on the touch screen how hard the pilot would have had to work.
It would have been some work, but it was a good concept. So we're working in the workshop this morning. Come back and join us. We're not done. Back to you guys.
All right, guys. We'll see you in a bit. And Larry Hoff live at the Discovery exhibit.
It's all Leonardo time, too. We're learning the secrets of Da Vinci. This is a lot of fun. We're also going to find out why he wrote backwards on everything. Come back and join us, everybody.
Moving on, bringing Leonardo da Vinci to life.
That's right. It's all part of a new exhibit at the Discovery Times Square Expo, and that's where we find our Larry Hoff this morning. Hey there, Larry. What do you have now?
Well, let me just say, he was an interesting guy. The Last Supper painted, then you go onto the gunship here. Diabolical imagination. He was apparently really imaginative about warfare, but he was considered a pacifist. Here at the exhibit, a lot of it's built around these touch screens. The computers are a big part. By the way, I threw that out there. Why did Leonardo write backwards? Explain.
He was left-handed. Simple. And without any formal education, it was never corrected. So he simply wrote left-handed, and to keep the ink off his hands.
This exhibit is based on the manuscripts that he had. He drew everything out, little descriptions, show how the computers work, Natalie.
So here you can really step into the mind of Leonardo and see the genius. All his inventions will come to life as this fireball explodes.
And you can just do that and just turn the page. You can just turn the page. Yes, you can. There we go. Come on, let's do it. We're talking up a good game here. There we go. So you can come in here, look at these different little exhibits, and then move on over and really put them to action. Nice. Come on over here. Here's another one, too. Because I think the fun of this is just going one by one touch screen, and this is kind of a modern, latter-day rowboat. Oh, and yet it
pedal power.
And it worked. I think there's something, out there right now very close to that design. So the guy obviously had a lot of free time on his hands, and he wrote it all down. All part of the exhibit here, and it's running through March here. We're on 44th, and this is, really interesting exhibit. And now, guys, tell me what you think that is real quickly. I'm calling it the invention of carbonated water. I have no idea, but I make things up as I go.
But they sound good.
Larry, yeah.
They
I was
sound
on board
good.
with that. Carbonated water. What else would it be? All right. Thanks, Larry. Plus, Larry Hoff is learning about the great Leonardo da Vinci.
Right there, you guys. More stuff for you this morning. Did the Mona Lisa have eyebrows? We will uncover that mystery for you. Stay tuned.
All right, there's a great new exhibit at the Discovery Times Square Expo.
Yeah, this celebrates the genius of Leonardo da Vinci and our own genius. Larry Hoff is there checking it out. Hey, Larry.
That must be an evil genius because it's not me. Here we go. Take a look at the Last Supper here as it appears where?
In the monastery of Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan.
Oh, Natalie knows so much here, too. That's a 500 years old. Take a look at this over here. What they do at the exhibit that I really like is they use the computers to take you really inside the stuff. The Mona Lisa, I told you earlier, we're asking, does Mona Lisa have eyebrows? This is of the old. Now we go back to the fully restored because you take them back to the original as it looked when he first created this. Did she have eyebrows?
It appears she has delicate eyebrows.
Very delicate ones, and they just wore out. So we see Leonardo as the artist. We also come in here, and I mean, this is prolific work on his part. We see Leonardo, the inventor, and these are some of the things that are really fabulous about it. I'm running out of time here. Natalie, thank you so much for having us here. It has been fun, and this runs through March. We're here in Times Square, right on 44th. You guys will enjoy it. Back to you guys.
Larry, thank you so much. We're going to be right back with more.